Hello students, in our previous session we discussed about types of economic activity, that is business, profession and employment. Today we are going to discuss about the difference between business, profession and employment. First point, nature and work. In business, goods and services are supplied to the customers in exchange of money. Means in business, goods and services are purchased against money. In profession, services are rendered and in return fees is charged against those personal or business services. And in employment, work is performed according to rules of the company and as per the contract signed by the employees. Second point is qualification. For establishing and performing business activities, qualification is not essential. In profession, specialized educational qualification, training and expertise knowledge is essential. And in employment, qualification is required as per the nature and requirement of work. Third point, reward or return. When business activities are performed in return, the reward earned is known as profit. When professional activities are performed in return, the reward earned is known as fees. When employment activities are performed by the employee in return, she earns the amount of money is known as salary or wages. Fourth point, capital. In business, capital is required from the inception of business till the end of business. Therefore, the amount of capital required in the business depends on the nature, size and type of business. If it is small scale industry, the capital requirement is less, and if it is a multinational company, the capital requirement will be more. For the professional service, limited capital is required at the time of establishment. For the employment, employees do not need any kind of capital investment. Fifth point, risk. As we had studied that in any activity where we had to deal with money, their objective is to earn profit. Where there is profit, there is risk too. So in business, there is an uncertainty of profit and risk of loss. Also, in profession, also there is risk if someone does not pay fees. But in employment, there is less risk as the employees get fixed amount of salary as per the contract, even if business suffer loss. Sixth point is code of conduct. In business, there are legal provisions and that is to be followed by the business compulsorily. In profession, there is particular professional association and everyone in that particular profession has to follow the rules and regulation of that association. In employment, employees have to follow the rules specified in their agreement or contract. Seventh point is transfer of ownership. Business ownership can be transferred. For example, father's business can be transferred on the name of son or daughter, and that son or daughter can become the owner of the business. In profession, ownership cannot be transferred. Doctor's son cannot run his or her profession without specialized qualification. In employment, there is no title of ownership as the employee is not the owner of the company. He or she is getting salary against service without investment and without any kind of risk. I hope you all are clear with difference between business, profession and employment. Now let us discuss about classification of business activities. As you can see in the diagram, business activities are classified into three categories, that is trade, commerce and industry. Let us today discuss about the meaning of trade and characteristics of trade. Meaning of trade. When goods or services are exchanged between two persons against any goods or service or against money with the motive of profit is called trade. अगर कोई भी गुड्स या सर्विस एक्सचेंज किए जाते हैं, सामने से गुड्स या सर्विस लेके गुड्स और सर्विस दिए जाए या तो मनी के अगेंस्ट में गुड्स और सर्विस परचेज किए जाएं विद द मोटिव ऑफ प्रॉफिट, उसको हम कहते हैं ट्रेड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ़ यू परचेज अ बुक from a shopkeeper, you pay money against the purchase of the book. So here you purchase the goods in return of money. When you purchase the bus ticket and travel by bus, you get service in exchange of that amount. Bus is not your owned material. You are not the owner of the bus. You paid money and get service in return. So goods are the commodities you can see in physical form. It is tangible, whereas service are intangible. You can not see it physically. So when you purchase goods or services in the exchange of money, it is called trade. Let us now discuss some of its characteristics. First point, trade is an economic activity because you purchase the goods or services against money. Second, there are two persons involved in trade, purchaser and seller. Third, in trade there is exchange of goods and services against goods or services or money. Therefore, exchange is essential in trading. In trade, there is a transfer of ownership of goods and services. When you purchase books in exchange of money, so now you are the owner of that book, not the shopkeeper. Same way, if you had bought bus tickets in exchange of money, then you are the owner of that service till your destination. You are not the owner of that bus. Fifth point, in trade, goods or services are exchanged against goods or services or against money. Sixth point, it is a continuous activity. Seventh, the value of goods or services are considered in terms of money. Eighth, it is a legal activity. As you all know that business means an legal economic activity done with the motive of profit. So trade is a legal activity. So students, I hope the concept was descriptive enough and you all understood it properly. Stay tuned, stay healthy. Thank you.